This is a teacher experience webinar with Mr. Kelly Abernathy, a 22-year veteran educator from Georgia, currently at Adairsville Middle School. And Kelly, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So just really wanted to share some of your experiences using Learning Blade. Can you talk about what class you use it in and your initial reaction to the program?
I actually teach a class that's called Careers. It's what we call in Bartow County a connections class. And this one is about careers, and it's divided up. Each grade level has a set of standards. And one of the things that I know the Learning Blade has helped me with is looking at the STEM careers. It gives them a good opportunity to see a lot of different types of careers that they may not necessarily realize are STEM related. And even the farming, one of the ones that we used was the fresh food, and they're like, what does farming have to do with STEM, was one of the questions I got. So I think that helps to kind of open their eyes a little bit about how much the world now relies on STEM.
Kelly, you mentioned that, with your fresh food mission and looking at farming, that you could use Learning Blade to open their eyes about careers in agriculture. Have you seen a shift in the students' attitude and maybe even their conversations about STEM careers by using Learning Blade?
Let my kids, each grade, vote on what we were going to do, which mission we were going to do next. My first 8th grade group chose dolphin rescue because they had heard, that most of them knew about the movie The Dolphin Tale. And then I let my second 8th grade class choose the one that they wanted to do, and they actually went with energy sources. Was their choice. I had several in there that their dads worked for Georgia Power. Yep. And that was one of the things they were kind of interested in, and they kind of talked to the other people into doing energy sources. It was kind of persuasion there.
Cool.
Then I moved on to my first 7th grade group, and they actually chose the fresh food. And I had 2 girls that kind of led the group of that one. Let's do fresh food. We a lot of us live, in rural areas. They realize, hey, fresh food, a lot of it comes from rural areas. So they kind of did that. But those 2 girls came to me and said, hey, if we finish fresh food, can we go ahead and do these even at home? I mean, they're wanting to do them at home. So I think a lot of them really enjoy doing the lessons. It's something different than just, coming to my class and us talking and doing notes or whatever we may be doing. This gives them something different to do. So I actually have seen people want to do more. And
compared to other programs you may have used in the past, how would you compare Learning Blade?
From what I've seen so far, I would say that it is the best program that I have used so far.
Yeah.
And I've only been going, a couple of months?
Couple of months, but you've completed, and I should have said this at the beginning, but you've already completed over 12,000 lessons in Learning Blade. So that's quite a few. So that's great.
Like I said, I think it's too that the kids like it. Yeah. I think it just gives them something different to look at. And kids nowadays, they love being on computers and being able to do things. And this is enough that it keeps them involved in it, I guess is a good way to say it. I had one class that said, don't give us any new assignments for your class, just let us do Learning Blade. So that's
one. And so, I guess this is our data from Battelle, but it suggests that, students by using Learning Blade are learning about new careers, learning about new technologies, and recognizing that math and really all academics are helpful for their future. What do you think about, the students asking to do more?
It gives them something to tie it to the real world instead of me just saying, hey, here's some of the things you're going to have to know, to be able to do this job, or looking at these things. They can actually see these jobs and what actually goes on. Kind of more, I call it more of a real life experience. as far as they can see how it really works in real life instead of just hearing me talk about it. For my class, I think this is an excellent program. I definitely could see if it's a STEM class, careers class like mine, this is an excellent program. I really think the kids do well with it. It challenges them, but it also gives them a good example of what they can expect from different types of jobs that they maybe have never even heard of before.